Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Tally, and I'm back again. And I just want to build on the conversation I started yesterday, and it was about just coming out of your comfort zone and be willing to go into the unknown. And I believe that is something that a lot of us have to do, especially when you're not satisfied with how it's been going for you. That's number one. Or two, maybe you are satisfied, but you know that there's more for you. So those are the two people I could really think of right now, the two types of people I can think about that need to explore the unknown and needs not to allow fear to keep them from looking beyond what they currently know or understand. And I just believe that, again, for people who just know there's more out there, and people who are just not satisfied with what has been, have not had the best of experiences up until now, and struggle with self-worth or feeling like they deserve more. Those are those kinds of people who need to go search out on the unknown, especially those who has experienced a lot of rejection from, just current and past social groups and things like that. You need to go venture out into the unknown, because I believe when you do experience those things, those kind of self-esteem wrecking things, that's what it tries to do. It makes you close yourself off. It makes you not want to expand, but instead it makes you want to shrink. It makes you want to shrink, and it makes you think. It puts you under the false pretenses that everything is going to be like this. This is how the world is. This is how everywhere is going to treat you. So because of that, you just decide to not even try to go and explore different things. Instead, you shrink and you just stay in your little own world, down to being isolated. You're isolated from the world. You're isolated from who you can actually be. You're isolated from new things, new opportunities, everything new that God wants to do in your life. You isolate yourself from it because of the pain and the hurt of feeling rejected or just feeling insecure and all those kind of other things. So don't, like I said yesterday, you have to do the opposite of what your feelings may feel like doing, because those feelings are trapping you, those feelings are very valid. You may have been through a lot. It wasn't easy. It was very painful, but you still have to find the strength to do the opposite of what your feelings want you to do. So that means even if you have that fear of going through some of the same things you've already been through, you still have to move on past that. And the thing is, I can't promise you that you won't go through those things. I can't promise you that you won't feel rejection again. I can't promise you that people won't treat you poorly again or mismanage you again. I can't promise you that. But I just know it's not it. Like, this is not it, and you cannot accept it as it. And as I said again yesterday, if you do begin to experience some of the same kind of hurtful, painful things, then just use it as an indicator of letting you know that this is not your place. It's a directional thing. So all right, it teaches you to go on and to move on and find your path. This is not it for you. It's not it. So you have to keep moving on, and you have to have the type of mentality that just has a lot of faith and tells you the sky's the limit. There's an abundance of other things, other people, other places, and you could spend your whole life searching it out. So there's no shortage of things to see, people to meet, things to experience. There's no shortage. So don't treat this world, don't treat your life like there's a shortage of opportunity. You will find your place. I believe wholeheartedly that you will find your place. You will find your purpose in God. You will find what you are put on this earth to do. You will find it. If you never give up, you will find it. You will be successful in whatever you're looking for. But first, we have to change that mindset. And instead of shrinking, we have to begin to expand. Do the exact opposite of what those fears want you to do. Expand. And I was saying yesterday something very important again about sometimes it's just comfortable. Sometimes the place that you're at right now, it's just familiar. It's painful. It doesn't make you feel good. You still don't feel accepted. You still don't feel like you are operating from a place where you're supposed to be operating from. You still don't feel like you're doing something purposeful. You still don't feel like your best self, but you remain there because it's just so familiar and it's just so comfortable. And it reminds me of scientists did a test with a monkey, right? And Tony Gassens actually reminded me of this test, but I knew about it before. And the test was that the baby monkey, they took a baby monkey, and the baby monkey was hanging on to his mom, like gripping on to his mom, and he wouldn't let his mom go, right? And then they took the mom out of the cage, and they replaced the mom with a stuffed animal, probably a stuffed animal monkey that resembled the mom, but they put thorns or like little picks, little thorns on the stuffed animal. And the monkey still was holding on to the mom. The monkey still started holding on to the mom again, even though the monkey was getting picked and pricked by the thorns. And I know this is terrible, but even though the baby monkey was getting picked and pricked by the thorns, the baby monkey still held on to what he thought was his mom. It was, even though it was hurting him. And that's really a depiction of how us as humans are. We will hold on to things for comfort, even if something is hurting us. And I feel like that's natural human nature. And we will try to convince ourselves that we're doing it because of some righteous and noble reasoning, because of that, when really we're just doing that because we're scared. Really, we're just doing that because we don't know if we can do better. We don't know if we're worth more. We don't know if we could do better. It is all boils down to fear and insecurity. And insecurity is just another word for fear. It's like another facet of being fearful, insecurity. So yeah, don't be that monkey. Don't be a monkey. Don't be a baby monkey who holds on to what they have, especially if what they have is hurting them. And you know in your heart that it's not working for you. It's not good for you. It is hurting you. All right? It's bringing you down. It's keeping you stuck. Don't be that baby monkey. If you feel in your heart that you want to fly, then you have to fly. I feel in my heart that I want to fly. That's why I'm talking to you guys about it, because I know I can't be the only one. All right? If you want to fly, you go ahead and fly. And I also have to say, again, this is not. I'm not saying this because the journey is going to be easy. I'm not saying this because you actually the journey is going to be tough. And unfavorable things are going to happen, and your timing is not everybody's timing. So just because this person took their leap of faith doesn't mean it's your turn to take your leap of faith. You understand? You got to know your timing. But even if you waiting for your timing, you have to still make sure you're not procrastinating too much, and you're just not scared to jump at the same time. So there is a way to do this. But also, we're never going to skip over the hard part. I have to put the disclaimer in there. We're not going to skip over the hard part. We're not going to skip over the struggle. There is struggle. Anytime you, as I see about life, anytime you're trying to get somewhere, anywhere you're trying to get to that's worth it, there's going to be struggle. There's going to be struggle to get there. There might even be struggle to stay there, but God has equipped us. If this is for you, if this is something that God wants for your life, He has equipped you on your journey to withstand. This is why I talked about in that video about giving yourself grace. You're learning different things on different levels. Whatever level you're learning is giving you the strength, the mental fortitude, basically the capacity to withstand the new level. That's why you don't rush your process, because you're gonna need the capacity. You're gonna need the mental fortitude to to withstand wherever you're going to. Because yes, it's gonna require, like they always say, it's gonna require a different version of you. It's gonna require a stronger version of you, a smarter version of you, a more refined version of you, a more caring version of you, a more open-minded version of you, a version of you that has more wisdom, a version of you that has more knowledge. And this is the things that you get along the way. As I'm seeing it, I'm living it out right now. I don't have everything I want right now, but I'm living it out. In real time, I'm explaining to you what the journey do, what the journey does. So, yeah, I'm explaining it to you. So, yeah, and I see the changes I make on each level. I've gone through a few things now, so I've seen the changes that I personally make on different level, and the new me that has to be birthed, all right, on every level in order to withstand the new level. And it could be painful, it could be excruciating, it could be lonely, but for some reason it's always worth it. For some reason, or it's always worth it. You would not go back. I've said this in a previous video, but you would not go back for anything. And you're just so happy that God had the mercy on you to bring you through this far, even when you couldn't see the vision, even when you were ungrateful, even when you were not perfect, God still brought you to this point. You're gonna just thank God that He didn't give up on you, right? And God is key in all of this. Key. Because I couldn't imagine being where I'm at right now. I'm not even where I want to be. I didn't even reach the heights that I'm trying to reach. And I still can't imagine not having God here and where I am now. I need God in every single stage, every single level. Because He alone is what sustains me, sustains my mental health. When things go on, when things happen, when, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through something, God is a sustainer. So please do not abandon God along the way, because you're gonna need Him. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I think that's what you needed to hear about this. All right, so see you soon.